Hi, I'm Brin from bygender.net. I am broadcasting from an undisclosed location, and I really hope that the owner of the undisclosed location doesn't get mad at me for borrowing it. I'm away from my house tonight, and it is Valentine's Day. So I wanted to post a video because it's been almost a month, I think, since my last one. And I'm having surgery at the end of the week on my nose to remove a bone spur and straighten out a deviated septum. So next week I'm going to be all black and blue. Not the most conducive for filming videos, or at least not the way that I want everyone to see me. So I wanted to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day. And this is going to be a little bit rambly like I normally do. I wanted to point out that I have, I think, 200, let's see, I have some number of subscribers. I have 159 subscribers, I'm sorry. So I crossed 150, that was the threshold I was looking at. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. Thank you to everyone who's contacted me. I've had some really interesting people contact me, including being asked to talk to people, in person. So that's kind of surprising. I don't want to give too much detail on it because I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it yet, and I don't know if who contacted me wants me to broadcast anything yet. So, but I'm really considering it. It's a really kind of cool opportunity. But it's Valentine's Day, so I'm a little dressed up. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit, something a little personal, but it's kind of sensitive, so I want to make sure that I do it appropriately and don't hurt anyone's feelings. So this time last year, I was single. I was separated, almost divorced. And I was divorcing the girl that I married very young. Well, I mean, in our 20s we married. And the split hit me kind of hard. I buried it a lot until last May-ish, and I kind of had a big breakdown. At the end of which, I was able to finally be honest with myself and come out as bisexual. And I don't blame my ex-wife for anything. There's no hard feelings there, really, between the two of us about the end of our marriage. So I don't want to give anyone that bad impression, but it was really hard for me to take. And then in May, I kind of lost it for a little while, about 6 or 7 weeks. I finally started to get myself back together around July. But I'd sort of just come to the realization or resign myself to the idea that I couldn't be with anyone. No one would want to be with me. Largely because I was trans, because I'm not even traditionally trans, and that's the hardest part. I'm not transitioning to a woman full time, so somebody who is predominantly oriented toward women. I am part-time what they're looking for, but part-time not. And the same for anyone traditionally oriented toward a man. So it was really sort of difficult for me to accept the idea that there could be anybody out there. And I had just decided that I wasn't going to give my heart to anyone, and I wasn't going to put myself out there and be at risk of being hurt the same way that I was. And I had started planning out the next 40 years, all by myself, trying to figure out what being single at 60 looked like, because I couldn't imagine anybody being with me at any time between 30 and 70, or death. Sort of morbid, I know. But I had found a way to be at peace with myself. That was the biggest success out of out of that whole mental breakdown, the identity crisis, for lack of a better term, I realized that I am who I am. I am me. And the more honest I am with myself about that, the happier I'm going to be in my life. Because the longer I try to deny who I am, the longer I try to run away from me and from the problems that, or not problems, but situations, the challenges that brings, the less success I'm going to have. The longer I'm going to be sad and angry and upset, because no matter where I go, there I am, and all of those problems follow me. I was finally able to just be happy being me. And then, just as I had just decided that I was okay and I was happy being me and I wasn't going to worry about finding someone, I found someone. Or rather, a friend of mine and I realized that the relationship that we had wasn't really the same kind of friendship that we thought it was. And we took a chance on each other. And it's been 6 months now, so it's just 4 days ago, because the 10th is our month anniversary day. And it's been just an absolutely fantastic 6 months. I had no idea that I could be so accepted and so loved, and not loved in spite of being trans, not loved because I'm trans, just loved, period, the end. That's provided some challenges for her. I don't want to talk too much about the struggle that she's made, because she's a very private person, and it's really not fair for me to even actually be talking about her, so I love you, baby. Please forgive me. But what I really wanted to get to is that you can find love, and the most important love that you can find as a trans person is love of yourself. And it sounds cheesy, and it sounds corny, and it sounds like everything everyone's ever said, but they keep saying it because it's true. You have to find a way to love who you are, or who you're becoming. Set your sights on greatness and aim for them. And try to be that person that you always wanted to be. Because when you're happy and when you're comfortable with who you are, then other people can see you for who you are. They can actually see that person that you've been hiding away, and the light that it brings to your eyes to be happy with who you are, happy with your life, and sort of in love with yourself. Nothing can put that fire out, and it attracts people like moths to a flame. But really, it's the most important step to accomplish. It's the most important piece of your foundation in living a happy life, is learning to love yourself. So on this Valentine's Day, whether you have somebody else to love who loves you or who doesn't love you, but whether you're pushing that love outward today, find a way to make yourself your own Valentine. Love yourself today. And if you can find a way to love yourself on a day that's devoted to love, then it'll be just that much easier tomorrow to love yourself, when it's all of the hearts have gotten put away and the flowers aren't out anymore. And then the day after that, and the day after that. I think everyone's not proud of themselves from time to time, but you really have to learn how to love yourself. Because once you do, then other people will be just drawn to you and flock to you, and you will find that person or those people that will love you for who you are, and who you can love for who they are. So yeah, I am kind of hearts and bluebirds for a while, because I am sort of really ridiculously stinking happy, and I know it kind of drives other people nuts, so I'm sorry. But I'm in love, and I'm having a very happy Valentine's Day, and I hope you do too. And by the way, baby, I love you. Everyone else, that wasn't for you. Drop me a line at Brin@bygender.net, or send me a note in my YouTube inbox, or leave a comment on this video or any of my videos or on my channel. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. If you have any comments, questions, something you'd like me to talk about, or something you'd like to talk about yourself, let me know. I think that's it. Come check us out at bygender.net. We've gotten over 300 members now, and we're somewhere in the neighborhood of 6,000 posts, and we're coming up on 1 year in a couple of months. So I'm trying to figure out me and the moderators are trying to figure out what we're going to do for 1 year. I'd like to be something kind of neat and special. I have an idea, but we'll have to see how it pans out. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely February. As I said, I'm getting work on my nose, and it's going to make my eyes all black and blue, and it won't be pretty, so I won't be on camera, and I'll be out of town for 1 weekend, so I probably won't put another video out until March. I don't know, if something strikes me and I can work the magic with the foundation, maybe I'll show up another video, but I will see you in March. Have a lovely Valentine's Day, and have a lovely February.